What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So today for y'all, I actually have a review over a recent release that came out this past weekend. I'm curious to see y'all's opinion on it because it does have that cracked leather on it that it's like hit or miss for some people. Some people like it, some people don't. So I'll be curious to see what y'all's reaction is or how y'all feel about this Jordan 1 that did come out this past Saturday. Now, if you have not checked out the title yet, I have with me today the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze, and these did release alongside a Jordan 1 Low. So I know on sneakers they would call it the Jordan 1 Bleached Coral. So that was the high top version, and then the low top version was a Jordan 1 Low, like I said, with a pink, I think it was pink and black, I want to say. But I will be reviewing the Jordan 1 High today of that pack. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so like I said, I have with me today the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze or Bleached Coral, depending on how you want to look at it and where you're specifically looking at. Like I said, sneakers, they have it as the Bleached Coral, whereas other places they have them as the Stage Haze 1. So whichever you want to call the shoe, I'm going to stick with the Stage Haze because that is the name that is just everywhere basically. So I was able to hit these on sneakers, and surprisingly I did hit two pairs, both 11.5s. Because I did have to get a pair for somebody, and then I was trying to determine if I wanted a pair for myself, so I was like, I'm just gonna do two 11.5s and see where it goes. Luckily I was able to hit on both of them, so you know, it's kind of rare you hit 11.5s like that, especially the two on sneakers, so I was not complaining at all. So jumping into the review, we're gonna start with the box. So you do have the regular Jordan 1 box, is that black and red box. It's like at this point I feel weird when we get a regular Jordan 1 box because we've been getting so many different boxes when it comes to these, whereas sometimes the shoe color will make the box color and so forth and so on. Now moving to the label reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. The colorway is white, bleached coral, and black. This is a size 7.5, like I said. Now here's where things got interesting. Now sneakers had these listed at 180, whereas some other places had them listed at 170. And to make it even crazier, I did see screenshots where some people had them listed at 170 on sneakers, where others had them listed at 180 on sneakers. So the reason why, and honestly it was supposed to happen until October when the Reimagined Chicago's dropped, but the price of Jordan 1s is going up to 180. We just weren't supposed to see that, like I said, until October with the Reimagined Chicago ones. But obviously we're starting to see the price increase now. It's just not every store has increased their price on the Jordan 1s, which is why you saw some store or a lot of the stores just have them set at 170 instead of 180 like on sneakers. So that, if you were curious on the $10 price difference, that is why, that is the reason for that. So like, be prepared for the price increase because it is coming. Now moving to the inside, we do just have the regular paper with these that we give in normal Jordan 1s. Nothing crazy at all. And then this is the inside of the lid, just like I said, regular Jordan 1 box. We just haven't got this box in a minute. Alright, now jumping to the shoes. So this is the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze. Give you all the quick 360. And then we can go ahead and jump into the video. Quick 360 of these. Now I'm very curious to see how y'all feel about these. It is a black toe, so I can see people liking them, but at the same time I can see people passing on them as well. Alright, so starting on the outsole, look, let me make sure I got the colors right. Alright, so starting on the outsole, you do have a gray outsole, regular Jordan 1 outsole. Of course, you do have the Nike in the middle with the swoosh. And then continuing on to the midsole, you have an all-white midsole, and these laces keep flopping around. I'm trying to keep them in the bag. So you do have, or keep them in the shoe. So you do have an all-white insole, and that wraps all the way around the shoe. And then continuing towards the upper. So this is where things get a little interesting with the shoe, because the shoe does have the cracked leather on here, and we've seen that on the Visionaire ones, and then we'll be seeing that on the Chicago Reimagined that are set to come out later this year. Not everybody is a fan of the cracked leather. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, on this shoe it's not even noticeable. I think on the Visionaire ones the cracked leather was a little bit more noticeable compared to what's on these. So starting at the toe box, you do have that cracked leather on the toe box, and it does wrap all the way around the shoe, so that you do have that cracked leather on these. And I think it goes, yeah, it even goes up along where the laces go, and I think it goes, yeah, to the back of the heel as well. So all that, the black portions on here is all cracked leather. So when you look closer up at it, you can actually like really see the cracks in it, but kind of far away, like if I'm just looking at it like this, it's kind of harder for me to tell that it is cracked leather, partially because of my light, but at the same time, it's just not as easily noticed on here. And it may be because it's a black instead of like the Visionaries, we have the Volt colorway, so it's a little bit easier to tell on there. Now moving to the toe box, you do have a stiffer white leather on here. And you do see that leather continue to over here behind the toe box. Or not behind, I'm sorry, behind the Nike swoosh. And that's on both sides as well, behind the Nike swoosh. So it is a little bit stiffer of a leather. And then that white leather continues to the back of the ankle. So that rests around the back there. Of course, you do see a black Wings logo here. And then you do have the black Nike swoosh. And the black Nike swooshes also have the cracked leather on them as well. So that's on both sides of the shoe. Now continuing on to the gray portion at the back. So this is a suede on the back of this shoe in that gray. And that wraps around just the ankle portion. It is a little bit rougher of a suede, but not, you know, it's still a nice suede at the same time. Now moving to the laces, so these do have black laces already that come in them, and you do get 2 additional sets of laces as well. So if you saw it earlier, you do have a pair of pink laces with these, and then you also have a pair of white laces with these that mine just got detached from the laces, or from the shoe. But you have a pink pair, white pair, and black pair of laces. Honestly, I think this is actually one of the shoes where I would probably switch out the laces. I would honestly put the pink laces in here. I think they would really pop with the shoe, and I think they go well with the shoe, especially because you have nothing but neutral colors on the shoe, so the pink laces would just pop out with this one. Now moving to the tongue, you do have a regular nylon tongue with these. And then if you do see on the tongue tag, you do have a Nike Air written out in that bleached coral colorway. So now that's really the biggest like noticeable or visible piece of bleached coral on this shoe, because the other portion is on the insole, but we will get to that in just a second. So moving to the interior, you do have a cardboard insole, or cardboard shoe tree. I am getting stuff wrong with tonight, but cardboard shoe tree with these. And then on the interior of the shoe, you do have a black sock liner, and then you do have, like I mentioned, the bleached coral insole. And these Jordan 1 insoles are a little bit different. It does have the black on the back of them instead of the blue like we normally get. And this insole feels a little bit more cushiony compared to the black one that we've gotten previously. And these do have Nike Air written out in black on the insole as well. So that is the entire insole here. And then like I mentioned, you do have a black sock liner with these. So that does wrap around the entire shoe. And of course you can see the interior or the bottom of the shoe as well there. The laces want to get in the way so bad. But yeah, that is the interior of the shoe. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the other shoe as well. So this is the other shoe. Give y'all a quick 360 of this one. No differences in the two. They both have that cracked leather. Both have the suede on the back and the gray. The only difference on here is that this shoe does come with a tag on here as you see it hanging off. And I will read it for y'all. Let me see. But the tag just says, please note, natural crack seen on the upper is normal due to random crackle ink application. So if you're not familiar with the cracked leather and how they achieve that, it is actually just like a ink basically that they put on the shoe to give it that cracked leather. So I'm not sure what material is. I don't know if it's like a suede underneath or a leather or something else like that. But they do just put that ink on there and it gives it that cracked material look. But overall, that is the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze. Reselling these isn't going too great right now. It's just been the sneaker market where it is right now. It's just stuff isn't reselling crazy unless it's just something that's super hyped. I think the next probably crazy thing that'll resell will be the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mochas. That'll be the next like high value item that people are going to be trying to resell. But this stuff right here is just, I don't know, people just aren't interested in some of these. And of course, we've been dealing with Jordan 1s and people saying the Jordan 1 is dead. So I think this just kind of falls into the category. Is the colorway bad? No. I think my only knock on the shoe is I feel like this should just be another color. I think that, I don't know, maybe like the bleached coral had that pink back there or something else. I just feel like the white throws it off a little bit for me. It's not a like a drop, but it's not a must cop at the same time. Like, I was able to hit it for retail, so I'm like, I have it. If I end up selling it for something else, I wouldn't be upset. But if I have it in my collection, I'm not gonna trip on it at the same time. So not a must cop for me, not a pass at the same time. I'm indifferent on the shoe. But like I said, resale wise on these, I wouldn't really resell them. Maybe prices go up on them later down the line, but right now I would just put my money into something else, especially if you're trying to get like save money for fire red 3s or taxi 1s or reverse mocha lows or even the Chicago Reimagine. So that's where I would put my money. So I would just save it and hold off on these. Unless you just really want these, want a neutral color Jordan 1, then here you go right here. But like I said, that is the review of the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Should have a couple early reviews coming for y'all, just waiting on the shoes to get to me as always. So whenever I have it, y'all know I will drop it for you as quickly as I can. But let me know how y'all feel about these. Must cop pass. Did you end up going for them? Did you not? How do you feel about the Air Jordan 1 Stage Haze? But as always, appreciate y'all for stopping in, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.